Hello. Hello, hello. The audio works. Hello, Tamat. Nice to see you. Okay, so long time no custom engine series. Let me just close the balcony. Okay. So, yeah. So basically, since February, I didn't work on the engine. um, so yeah, today the I opened it up and I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should start the streams again. And just by kind of like, wait, let me show you the screen. Okay, hello. Here we go. Whoops. Let me just on Discord. Yeah, you're a fan of custom engines. Nice. Okay, so basically, back in February, the last thing I did was implement a concurrent loading, like parallel loading, on multiple threads with multiple assets from disk to memory. And then I had some problems with it. And then I just quit, kind of, because it was too much effort to fix. But then today I opened my my project again, and I kind of like immediately realized what the problems were, and I fixed them. So it was really funny. Maybe I just needed like 4 months of no programming or something. But yeah, I did have a problems with in my. This is the rally project drive. Set a start. Yeah. So I had some problem with the blobs, with the shadow blob. The textures were not loading correctly. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, let's kind of get into it. I wrote a little list of what I want to do today. So let's see. To do. Classic. Yeah, you probably mean the like having some time off. So yeah, I basically said like, okay, let me do the stream at 9 p.m. and then like literally 15 minutes ago, I remembered that I had some streaming notes. Uh, and then I found this file todo.md, which I totally forgot about. And then I saw that there was a lot of things I wrote back in the. I totally forgot about this. Yeah, there's it's kind of like a big to-do list that I wanted, like many stuff that I wanted to add, but I think that most of it is not gonna make the first version. Uh, Resizing the. I actually fixed this one. Yeah, transparency rendering. I still have problems with transparency rendering, and I don't know where the problem is exactly. So maybe for the first version of the published game there won't be any transparency. Uh, Layered audio. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Drawing fill direct. Oh wait, let me just zoom in a bit. Oh right, debug draw. This is not important. Shader include. Yeah, I actually did the shader include in February. This one is done. Chunk to walking pool. Yeah, I didn't do that. It's not necessary. Move GLTF loader to assets. I didn't do that either. It's not necessary. Depth map rendering for post-processing. Yeah, I still kind of want to do this, but it's not important for this project. IK, right. Yeah, well, when am I going to do that? Skeletal animation. I really want to do skeletal animation, but I feel like it's quite complicated. I'm probably gonna spend a few weeks in that. It's totally not important for the rally project, but it may be for some other games. And skinning, I guess that goes together. And multiplayer, I mean, I actually did some multiplayer before with Ennet, the multiplayer library. I just haven't done it in this project in my engine. Okay. Um, so yes. Anyway, this to do is completely unimportant because I totally forgot about it, and I never. So yeah. I didn't intend to use this one on this stream because I only remembered about it 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago from now. But what I did instead is I made a new Trello for this project. And yeah, this is the first time that you're seeing the name of the game, maybe. I call it Project Shakedown for now. Maybe it's gonna be some different name at the end, I don't know. Anyway, and I mean this Hyundai here is just I found an available background in Trello, so I was like, okay, that's a nice background. It has nothing to do with the game, just that it's like rally themed. Anyway, Shakedown is catchy. It is, but there is this game called Shakedown Miami, which I totally forgot about it. But then I googled it. I was like, okay, Shakedown game, and then I was like, oh, not Shakedown Miami, Shakedown Hawaii. Right, Shakedown Hawaii. And I was like, oh, somebody has already taken the name. But yeah, I just felt like it's such a good name for a rally because in rallying, Shakedown is the session before the actual special stages, which is where it's kind of like practice basically. That's Shakedown in rallying. And special stages are where you actually calculate time, which gets added to the final time in the end, and you get points for that. I have tons of to-do files, never to be open again. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of to-do. Wait, I can try to like to-do. Yeah, there's plenty of to-dos. Anyway, so yes, this is the new like to-do for my first. So what I really want to do here with Shakedown is to compete with dirt. Yes, exactly. No. Gravel. I think there is a gravel game. There must be. Gravel game. Gravel. Yes, I definitely saw this. This one is already trying to compete with dirt, as you can see. What about Dust game? There's definitely Dust game. I mean, these are like from Dust. Okay. I mean, there's so many games today that it's almost impossible to get a one word name for a game. Uh, so yeah, everything is already taken. Even a rally game. Yeah, of course. I mean, that was. What's the state of the game? I'm going to show you the. Yeah, I'm gonna play the game a bit. I just wanted to say about this to-do thing first. So yeah, basically, I want to finish the game as soon as possible. Like do the minimal work to make it working and be able to play. Kind of like what I did with Yugo Do, if you remember this game. Which basically just had one track I made in Godot and engine, and you had one track. You could drive around, and you could basically like compete with times. Well, the times weren't shared, but I kept whoever sent me the times, I just wrote it here. So the current record of 53.3 is set by RS Watts. But yeah, basically, I think I'm gonna do something like that, just in a custom engine, just to kick off. So there's gonna be one track, because if I want to have multiple tracks, multiple vehicles, you need to have some kind of selection, selection menu and stuff, and that's already a lot of work. So for the beginning, I'm just gonna have one track, one car, and and that's going to be the Shakedown. Maybe the next version is not going to be the Shakedown. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. Anyway, um, so yeah, so I wrote down here minimum implementation, the V1, right? That's the bare minimum I want to make. So for the physics, I need to fix some physics. I'm gonna show you now that in the game. This thing as well, and of course timing and checkpoints. Probably gonna do that one day on the stream, so that's going to be maybe next or maybe in 2 streams. I need to make the intro. I already have an idea about the intro. It's just going to be kind of like the car parked on a parking in front of some nice houses, and there's gonna be a title of the game, and I don't know, press any key to start or something like that. Very like old school arcadey. Intro music. I already found great intro music, which is very like drum and bass, 90s, early 2000s evocative music. Borderless full screen. Yes, I need to find a way how to do that. I'm not exactly sure how yet. Because right now in the game I have a problem with full screen, exclusive full screen, because if you want to go to exclusive full screen, you need to rebuild the entire, all the assets, basically. You need to reload them. You need to reload all the textures, the shaders, and that used to work, but now it's kind of broken because of the new parallel loading system. And, well, there's a problem with it. For some reason, OpenGL will occasionally freeze, and I didn't enable this one. And I don't know exactly what makes it. It's like it freezes for like half a second. So I have no idea what's that thing. I might Google or something, find some solution. I don't know if moving like rendering to another thread is would solve this issue. I'm not sure. And the minimum. So this is an implementation stack, and this is the art stack. So there's a lot of art to do. Create the terrain for the road, the tunnels, guardrails, bridges, houses, a church, some traffic signs, rock cliffs. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream all these things, making all the assets. Winter trees. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a segment which is gonna be covered with snow as well, and some crowds. So and for maybe online leaderboards. Not sure if I want to go there, trying to implement like HTML requests with C++. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's not. I don't know. And yeah, some bobbing heads for physics. Making sure log dumps before crashing. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue I have right now. Because if the game crashes on loading, the log is empty. And I'm not exactly sure how to kind of intercept the logging, like make sure that the log gets dumped into a file before the crash. When I encounter some error. Okay. And PhysFS, PhysicsFS, it's this packaging library, but it turns out basically it allows you to load a zip file as or any kind of a package file as a file system. So because right now how it works. Right, I'm gonna need to get a CPP. the way it works right now is that oh, there it is. Didn't see it. Is that I have this resources folder and everything is here. The smoke textures, you know, the models are here and everything, and so it's all out here for everybody to edit, which is, you know, not bad. But it would be nice to have a package that is locked to people so that they can't edit. And of course, you can also edit the configuration of the car. Oh, I should probably open it in the other. Oh, which is actually empty? Okay, that's weird. Maybe it's here. I think it's this one. Config NA. Drive config NA. Yeah, this is where all basically the data is. The torque maps, the slip map, you know, and all the car data. Anyway, so if anybody can edit these, I mean, you can just set the times. But yeah, anyway. So let me get you straight to the game. But first, let's read some comments. Add codename in the name. Wait, where was I? What's the problem with transparency exactly? I am not exactly sure what the problem is, because when I'm gonna talk about it later. Basically, after I do the opaque pass, I do a transparency pass, and for some reason it doesn't show up. But if I don't do the opaque, if there's nothing in the opaque pass and only transparency, then it works. But if there's opaque before, it doesn't work. I don't know. It's weird. I can help you with skeletal animation. Cool. I've done it several times. Cool. Okay. But yeah, not for the rally game. Maybe. I mean, you could, like, the only reason I would have like skeletal animation in a rally game is for the hands on the wheel, on the steering wheel. But that's really not important. But it would be nice to have it for some other for the future games, you know. Anyway, Infinland 2. Well, there's no Infinland 1, so there's no Infinland 2. Call it gravel. We talked about it. So what's the state of the game? It's even a rally game. Add codename in the name, like codename Shakedown. Shakedown codename. Whatever happened to Infinland? Yes, I kind of it's kind of on the shelf right now, but maybe one day I'll come back to it. You could combine multiple words like motor and storm or something. Yeah, good one. What about downshake? You could use nsight to detect if GPU stuff is blocking. It's easy with any of the existing libs. Adding a virtual file system should be the last thing. Yeah. Anyway, so let me show you the game, finally. Let's see. Is it? Yes, it is. Let's see if it starts. F5, moment of truth. Okay, there it is. Oh wow, it's a lot slower because I'm streaming. Okay, so even with the parallel loading, it's still pretty slow. So yes, there's a few camera moves, and you can see the beautiful particles, which are constantly throwing things. Because why? Because I'm stationary, and when I'm stationary, I can also spin freely. This is a great showcase of my physics. So, yeah. Once you start moving, it's easy. And yes, there is gravel, but there shouldn't be any gravel because it's tunnel. So let's try try not to fall off. Oh, did I? Let me just. Okay. I think it's okay. Hope you can hear me with the sound. Okay. So yeah, this is the map. There's a nice, very fast road. Whoa! Oh! Shit! Shit! Yeah, good. There's a hairpin here. Now, you know, I've driven this road so many times that I know it by heart, but I'm still not very good at it. There is a very tricky corner here. And then another one here. There's like a little bridge over the stream that should be there. And now there's a long tunnel from which it is very easy to fall off, because right now the road is just a strip. And you can see there on the left, you can see on the left that there are some, no, you can't see anymore. Anyway. Yeah. There's a hairpin here, and now it's the tricky part, the hairpins. Oh yeah, these you can see these holes. Those are the tunnels. I should insert tunnels there, but I just cut the holes in the ground in this kind of crude terrain mesh, because I was still in the process of like you know, designing the roads and seeing where the road should go. But I'm pretty satisfied. Oh no! Yep. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go a bit lower. Oh, what is? Oh, I'm in neutral. Okay. So yeah, I can take the other way as well. This is actually a nice part. So yeah, lots of hairpins here. So yeah, this is the hairpin I already took, I think. So we should be going downhill. And at the end of this hairpin section, not very good with switching gears and talking. So yeah, the track is pretty much done. I mean the road surface itself. Now I just need to connect the terrain to the road so that there's no gaps, and add tunnels and houses. So yeah, there's a little town here, and we cross the bridge into the town. And now we can take, there is this kind of like little roads that goes through the town. And you exit here, you turn left, not fall into the river. This is the river on the right. And then this is basically the beginning, so I'm back. So that's the track. And of course you can take the other way. So yeah, there will be an option. I should add the option to take a reverse as well. But yeah, this is the best part, is this is the super fast one. Oh, I fell off. Okay. I can take the other way. yeah, it's really hard. I think I'm just too used to the third person view now that I can't judge the distance in the first person view. Oh, I went through the house. Oh, and under the road. Yeah, because the city road is kind of floating above. I can't even remember how I'm doing the collisions because obviously the city houses are not colliding. And this is the bridge. And then you get onto the hairpin section through the tunnels. Yeah, one of the things that I would really like to have. Oh, audio is too loud. I knew it. Okay, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I didn't look at the chat. I hope you heard everything I said. Anyway. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, well, one of the things that I'm not going to have in the first version, probably, is some kind of like ambient occlusion, if you can call it like that. Like because if when you go into the, or let's call it GI. I mean, it's not really GI, but like when you go into the tunnels, it would be cool to have the car darken and everything, kind of like fake shadows. Oh, I just went into reverse. Actually, I think you can exploit the reverse. Well, let me try. Oh yeah, you can. I think it's the reverse is more powerful than the braking. Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so you come to a standstill with the. Yeah, I think when I actually fix the when I fix the low velocity traction, that should also fix the reverse. Anyway. Ah, I fell into the river. Ooh. And the river is no collision, so goodbye. Okay, so that's kind of it. Yeah, how do old games, yeah, I guess light maps, but they have maybe like a planar light map or something like that. Because like, the problem is like, how do you project the light map onto the, oh, what is this? Oh, that's a weird, oh, okay, I guess that's a blob. Oh, there's one in the front as well. That's a blob projection issue. That's weird because I have like a radius where I limit the effects. Should check the shader again. Anyway, there must be some kind of it must be some kind of like a shadow map, maybe like a top-down shadow map. Because the problem is not. I mean, baking like a GI on the world would be easy. I mean, you can just do it in Blender, you know. But the problem is like, how do you project that GI onto the surrounding object? So Unity uses probes, like light probes, which are pretty tedious. Like you have to place them by hand, and the maths behind it is super weird. Like they use this tetragonal spherical harmonic stuff, which I don't really want to implement. So maybe some kind of like top-down projection of a shadow would be nice. Anyway. Yeah, when you can actually stop when you're in a high gear. Which is kind of realistic, because if you would go below a certain RPM, it would just turn off. But yeah, anyway, the reason why you can't do this is because I'm actually rotating the whole car. There is no actual tire physics per tire. There's only it's basically like the whole car is one tire, you know. So there is there is still kind of tire dynamics, but it's only for one tire. And with rotation, I just directly influence it. And the reason why I do it, of course, it's completely unrealistic. But the reason why I do it is because it's super easy to tweak. You know, if I just don't like how the car turns, I can just, you know, you don't need to think about understeer, oversteer, and stuff like that. I can just implement that directly into the rotation, which is what old style arcade games basically did. Anyway, so yeah, maybe that's it with this thing, and you can see my nice output. Am I actually? No, I'm not logging. Okay, so let me read. What do you say? Baked like that. You can make 3D points that affect the shading of the car. So in the tunnel, there's the point that darkens the car model. If you want to implement spherical harmonics, I have all the info you've coded many times. I have code 2 to avoid rotating the car, tie the rotation to the speed. Yes, of course. I am going to do that eventually. I was searching a bit online about how do you calculate the turning, like the turning rate from velocity. Is there some kind of a formula that it doesn't involve geometry? So, I mean, in real life, you turn the steering wheel, right? And at 0 speed, you don't turn. But at 1 meters per second, you're gonna have a certain turn rate, right? Or angular velocity. So how do you calculate that if you have like an input geometry? So that would be nice to have an actual, like, instead of doing the simulating the geometry with physics, instead you just calculate a turn rate from a formula. Dot product front vector of the wheel and front vector of the car should give a good factor. Yeah, maybe. The wheel and front vector of the car. Yes, I guess velocity. So if wheels in a velocity line, it should not rotate. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, yeah. So about spherical harmonics, I don't know. It's when I looked into it, I just felt so like, oh, I don't understand anything. But maybe it is simple. I just had an idea when you said when Dr. Mario said you can make 3D points that affect the shading of the car. Yeah, basically I can also have kind of, you know, like darkening spheres. You know, in the same way I have a blob under my car, which is kind of like a sphere. It is actually a texture projection. There is a texture for the blob. Which is this. This is the blob. But maybe I can have the same for the tunnel. But I mean, actually, it should be easier to just bake one in Blender or something and project it top down. But I could have certain points which I pass to the shader with a radius. That would be easy to implement, but not really scalable, because then I need to have points for each tunnel. So yeah, maybe not a great solution. Negative lights, like a decal that steals light. Yeah, negative lights. I know that negative lights are kind of like a running gag with rendering engineers, that people artists are always gonna request negative lights because, you know, it's nice to like remove light, to be able to remove light, although it's not uh, physically accurate at all. But yeah, I do sometimes wish for negative lights. I think that URP can actually do it. The built-in rendering pipeline in Unity can't. But anyway, um, something is wrong here. Oh yeah, the funny thing is I opened the I opened the code today and I see so many things. Oh no, actually I added this today. No, this one was from today because I had this. Well, Imgui, I don't know. I had this. Whoops. Oh, why doesn't it uncomment? This is so stupid. Oh my god. So I did this, Control KC, and then I did Control KC. Adds more. It should remove comments. It was so stupid. Okay. Anyway, but what if you do this? KC, KC. Oh, it's still adding. Wow, this is so stupid. It works in C#. It doesn't work in C++. Come on, Visual Studio. What the hell? Okay, so yes, I did have this, and then for some reason it was unresponsive. The Imgui was unresponsive. Like, it completely failed. I was trying to draw some lines on the UI. That's what I was trying to do. If you want to explore spherical harmonics, check this representation, docs Google. Oh, thank you. Oh, so yeah, you can see that the UI is completely blocked, except for this thing, but this thing doesn't work. And I thought, okay, it must be because I'm creating a new frame and I'm not ending a frame or something. But it turns out that if I do this, then it crashes, as you can see. So it's definitely not that. So I don't know. I can't even remember why am I making a new frame. That's the thing. So I'm gonna look into that later. That's why I just wrote something is wrong. But yes, when I opened the code today, I was surprised at some of the messages. Like, okay, wait, where there were some funny ones. Yeah, this one. This changes everything, and I have no idea why I wrote this. So these are gear ratios. So this is reverse, neutral, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. And then this changes everything. I don't know. Is it the numbers? I can't remember. But it's just a funny thing that I wrote it to remind myself or something. Place trees after physics. Yeah, I don't have any trees. Anyway, yes, that's for the old track. So as you can see, most of the game is actually all in the main function. You know, I mean, I make objects when I make classes when I need to, but for many things, it's just I actually really enjoy just being able to like insert a line in here and then modify basically the engine itself, although the engine is wrapped in an object, as you can see, for starting a window and everything. And yeah, I read a config and okay, a little overview of the engine, right? So, oh yeah, P-car. P-car is the physics car. That's the only thing I'm basically wrapping. So the physics of the car are in a separate class. Yeah, I have some constants here for the torque curve, slip table. So I'm also reminding myself right now what I was doing 4 months ago because I haven't seen this code in a long time. I was just fixing the issues, the little issues I had. Um, so yeah, I opened the config file and now I'm like reading. Oh yeah. Oh right, the properties, the engine properties of the screen. Right. I remember I wrapped that screen properties into a struct. So now, if you want to change to full screen or change the width or height, you access the props, and then in the end, you need to set the props, or you start the window with the certain props. Okay, I'm loading parameters for the car. Slip table, I put the vsync on. And yeah, starting the window, and then I have this magic init all, which inits everything in the engine. Bullet, which is physics, audio backends, assets. These are kind of the maximums because all the assets are like in linear arrays. So I initialize them once. It means that you can't have more than 64 objects by default. Right. That might be a problem. I'm going to increase that later. I just need to remember that this might be a problem in the future. GUI, input callbacks, camera, yeah. Anyway, after that I load all the assets. So this is the magic thing. This is where the magic happens. This is the thing I was working on. The last thing I was working on was parallelizing a loading of the assets. So as you can see, I start threads. I have a thread per each asset, per each file basically. So yes, here load recursively. I go through when I say okay, load everything from the res folder. Then it will go through each folder and each subfolder and collect all the paths, and then figure out what to load. You can see here if it finishes on these, then load a mesh, a PNG, load texture. I only support PNG for now. GLSL, it's a shader, and WAV or OGG is sound. Oh yeah, and no thread for shaders. I just remembered that I realized that you need to compile shaders on the main thread or the graphics thread. Wherever your graphics is, you kind of have to do it in OpenGL, unfortunately. So actually I load everything on other threads, but then I compile shaders on the main thread. And I can actually show how this works. Yeah, and this is for all the other assets anyway. And then whenever I do something like, oh no, not the shader. Let's see the texture. Or a clip. I have to, okay, yeah. Let's see, when you create an audio file, what I do is I have this mutex for all the clips, and I have to lock it to be able to insert a clip after I load it. And then, yeah, also push back the name of it so that I can debug it and reload if I need to, but I said that reloading kind of is broken. And then I unlocked the mutex. That was my first time using muteces in C++, so that was fun. And then I have the same thing for textures and meshes. And then in the end, I just join everything. Where is that? That's here. So everything is going on. Here I'm doing everything. Oh yeah, load recursively. That starts the threads. And then here I compile shaders on the main thread, and in the end I join all the threads, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, let me show you. I have a separate project for that, which also uses the engine. Concurrent load. If I set a startup, this is the main. So this is a bit of a like a testing project for the concurrent loading. As you can see, when they it's pretty concise. I'm just loading each mesh and texture from the assets. I load all the assets and then I get references to it so that I can create objects. So this is this kind of loader, and yeah, you can see that there's, oh yeah, one more thing I made is you can resize the window now, and it actually rebuilds the camera perspective and everything, which is very nice. Audio. Oh yeah, and I made this little kind of almost like an inspector, right? Because you can go through all the assets that are loaded. You can see what the meshes are. Well, you can see just the index count here right now. But for shaders, you can actually recompile them. So this will recompile the shaders. So I haven't actually used it ever. I just added this ability. And I think it just froze. So it definitely does. Oh, it froze because of this. You know that if you click in this in the Windows terminal, it will block everything. So yeah, you just have to kind of press enter. Anyway, yeah, and materials, I can list materials, and also in the scene I can see what game objects, sort of, although they're just models, they're not game objects with, I don't have like a component system like in Unity. It's just pure models. I can also change their position unless it's set by the game, so that I can inspect it. And there's a little tire. Nice. Okay. So yeah, that's quite useful. Oh, I should remove this toggle full screen thing because it doesn't work. Anyway. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I actually, let me start again, because I want to start it in a... Okay, let's actually resize and hold the window a bit. And then, when I close the game, it actually created a little profiling thing. So if I go into concurrent load, it created this results JSON file. And what this is you can actually load it into a little thingy, which Chrome has, which is called Chrome tracing. I hope you know about it because it's pretty cool. There it is. It's Chrome semicolon, no, sorry, this is a colon, / tracing, and it opens this thing. And what you can do is that if you create a certain JSON structure file, you can just drag and drop it, and you get a nice profiler. So, as you can see, this is our main thread. This is our game loop. It's a bit hard to see because they're both purple, but yes, this is one frame, basically. Wait, shouldn't there be more? Like, yeah, maybe I don't have profiling and everything. But anyway, what's the important part here is this. And this is where I do all the loading. As you can see, it's loading in parallel. So these are all the other threads I start to load. And as you can see, yeah, this is the whole load all thing, this thing. So it starts here and it ends up here. But during this time, it spins other threads, and here I'm loading a concrete texture, for example. Textures take a long time because they're, of course, they're textures. And then you see the cube mesh, big hill mesh, which I'm not actually even displaying, but I have it in the assets. What is this? Cyber. Yeah, this is the Cybertruck. And loading audio, which doesn't step sand. Yes, it's a sand step. That's only one audio. Yeah, I basically used this as a test, so I just threw one audio clip, few meshes, and a texture. And then, yeah, you can see on the main thread, I'm actually loading shaders and compiling them. So that's the thing I said that I just had to do it on the main thread, compiling shaders, and it takes a long time to compile shaders, so that's kind of a bottleneck. And what is this? What's this tiny thing here? Waiting for loading threads. Oh yeah, this is just the join, so it's super quick. And what is this? Buffers? Oh, building OpenGL buffers. Yeah, of course, you have to. I was actually surprised at the buffers, because yeah, those buffers are basically the textures and meshes that I load. And then I was surprised how actually quick that is compared to loading from disk is definitely the most it takes the most time. Anyway, so yeah, what's the total time? 97 milliseconds. Oh my god, so long. But also I'm streaming, so it is kind of slow. Anyway, oh yeah, it takes 300 milliseconds to almost 400 milliseconds to start the window, and then to init all the engine things. And yeah, and you can see here these gaps. That's where I was moving the window, because moving the window freezes the game, which is an issue I'm not going to solve now. But I did attempt to. I would need to move the whole rendering thing to a different thread. But since it's on the main thread, it freezes. I can live with that. Okay. So that's kind of that's the last thing I did in February, and I think it took me like a week to implement the whole whole parallel loading, even if it's totally unnecessary and it actually complicates stuff. Now, so cool. Let's see. What did I actually write in the to-do? Anything else to say? You haven't touched it since February. I talked about it a lot. I drove a bit, show how good the track is. Yeah, and as I said, the track is okay, the surface itself. But now I really need to work on the terrain. Yeah, I showed you the new Trello thing. Parallel loading and chrome tracing. So I did everything except what am I going to do now? So already one hour of the stream passed, and I guess I'm going to do one more hour of something. So what exactly should I do? Do some art or do some coding? Actually, let me try to load it up in the new Blender. Drive again. Okay. Sure. Let's try making some. Yeah. Let me first show you the whole track in Blender. It's nicer to. Okay. So I haven't opened it since forever. HPS Jam, I guess. No, it's not that. What the hell is this? Props? HPS Jam props. Oh, no, that's another thing. That's decompression. What was the name of it? An engine. Oh, I guess this is it. Monty. Okay, there it is. There's no blend file. Geometry curves tests. Solitaire. Geometry nodes. Track. Probably this. Yep, this is it. Okay. So this is where I left it. Madcap. You can see all the nice... Oh, this beautiful hill with all the tunnels. It doesn't actually kind of make sense because, like, why wouldn't they just build a road around? I guess it's too. I guess it was easier to punch a hole. Anyway, yeah, let's try. If I do this, yeah, you can see all the beautiful textures and all the beautiful houses. Which I just used the texture which I already had to put this. Yeah, I definitely need to make nicer houses and everything. And you know, the mountain, surprisingly, kind of looks nice from the distance, the texture. But once you come close, it's awful. Ugh. This is what I'm talking about. It reminds me of like Flight Simulator 2004. If anybody remembers that. Drive again. I missed the first hour. Oh, okay. So, yes. Okay, I'm gonna drive a bit again. But yeah, as I said, the track itself, the road itself is nice. Like, I like it. I like the layouts. I don't think I'm gonna make more changes because I've already driven it so much. Oh yeah, maybe this road. Yeah, this curve I really don't like. I've fallen off this curve so many times. It would be nice to actually have a bit sharper turn and then go onto the big bridge, and then I'm gonna have like a nice arch bridge here. And here I'm probably gonna have another road coming off, which is not gonna be drivable, and maybe here, because that would kind of make more sense. And here I might have a little tunnel which goes through the whole mountain, and then this road goes up. But then it's also like, why didn't they just build a road around here? Anyway. And then of course I have to finish all the tunnels. But yeah, this is exactly the same thing that you've seen in the game as well. Or you haven't, because you haven't been here for the first hour. So yeah, let me drive one more time. Let's use the set a startup. Okay. So, here's the game. Again. Whoops. Oh, there is a freeze now. I'm not crazy. I can show you what I meant. Ah, there it is. I'm pretty sure it has to do something with OpenGL, which I have no idea how to fix. But basically, after like each 10 seconds, as you have seen, there is a big freeze. And it is definitely due to other things happening on my computer at the same time, as you can see. So I think it's probably because of Blender. Let's see it again. Here it is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, now it's not happening. Oh, there it is. Okay, so if I shut down Blender, what's going to happen? Are the freezes gonna go away? There was another freeze. What if I shut down Firefox? So the first time I played, there were no freezes. Yeah, and you can see there's no more freezes. So it's definitely caused by something else happening at the same time, like some other GPU intensive thing which, yeah, like it shouldn't happen. And I don't know, I've never experienced this before in other games. It could be a VSync problem. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I have to Google that, I guess. Ah, no. Yeah, I hate this. Okay. Yeah, I hate this turn. This is the one that I was talking about. Oh, this is the one I was talking about that I should like redo. Yeah, actually, let me take another different direction. The little town, the bridge. Whoop! I survived. I won't survive this. That was neutral. Oh, I don't have a handbrake, by the way, yet, so... Oh. So basically, I can only drift on power. If I just swing myself around. Whoops, too early. That was a terrible turn. I'm too conservative, but but also if you miss a turn, you're basically dead. Because there's no guardrails yet. And this is the turn that I hate. And this is a very dangerous tunnel because you just fall into the void right now. Ah! Whoa! Okay. I can still come back. There's a chance. And I was thinking, like, if I want to implement resetting, like, oh, I can't climb here. Oh, okay, again. If I want to implement resetting to the track, I need to build a... I need to have a path. And that's kind of annoying to implement. But yeah, I still need a path on the top where the road is going anyway for if I want to have some kind of a UI for like how do you call this? The stage UI, like checkpoint UI, you know, your progress in the stage, because you need to see how close to the what's the basically closest point from the car to the track. This is a hard one. Ah, yeah, I knew it. No, don't fall, don't. I almost completed almost completed a lap, but nope. And the last hairpin killed me. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I was pressing the downshift. Looking great already, but you have a spline in Blender, no, for the path. Yeah, I could just draw the whole thing. I could just use the spline for my path. Right. Drive again. I miss. Oh yeah, the driving models looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, that's what I'm really focusing on. You know. Like I have a feeling with in Finland I was too much focused on realism, and I kind of went down the rabbit hole, and now I actually really like just, you know, writing a driving model that's fun and not you know, still kind of behave realistically, but not at all realistic. Oh yeah, and by the way, there's an in-car view as well, which I really like. It's a lot harder for me to play on it because I'm so used to the third person view now. Oh, shit. Ah, oh, I knew it. It's so hard. Oh my god. It's so hard for me to predict where the turns are from in-car perspective. And yeah, there's also the third camera view is kind of like a free orbit. You can use the mouse so that I can make some nice nice shots from the sky. You can even play it like this. It's hard. I'm so used to the third person. Oh, whoa, 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 nice. I stayed on the track. Yeah, it's gonna be so much easier to stay on the track if I, once I have guardrails and not have this, like the whole track being like a bridge with a ravine next to it. No, no. No! Ah, I hate this part. I hate it. Oh, I can actually survive. No, I can't. Oh no. Can't move. I can, if I press F, I can like unflip myself and fly in the air. But oh, yeah, actually, I can do this. Wait. Oh, I never actually tried this. Hey, never thought of this before. Cool hack. Nice. I definitely need to implement a sort of like a free flying camera, so where I can just take like a no clip camera, but in a racing sim. Not a bad view actually, but yeah, when it comes to seeing through the mountains, it's a bit hard. Ah, and I'm off. Oh, nice. This was the best turn I ever made. Ah. So hard. Okay, anyway. Add photo mode. Yes, of course. Okay, let me read the whole thing. So, is the game going to be a single player rally game? Yeah, like yeah, for now it's going to be just a time trial because I want to make the game sort of in stages. So the first version is basically going to be this, but with a nicer, prettier track, and there's going to be one track, one car, because implementing, you know, track selection, car selection all takes time. So it's just going to be this for the beginning with checkpoints and timing. I love this part. Oh my god, it's so good. And then when you hit this, wow, when you hit the horseshoe at the end. Nope. Whoa, that was close. I thought I was gonna fly on that polygon of the mountain. Okay, focus now. Yes! Oh no! I hate it. But I survived. Ugh. Neutral. Oof, that was close. No! Oof, that was close. I suck at talking and changing gears, I'm sorry. Okay, let's do the whole lap. Finally. Actually, I didn't do the whole lap because of that accident at the beginning, but yeah. That was a shitty one. Oh! That was the reverse exploit, which hopefully you won't be able to do. Across the bridge. Into the town. Ah, oh no! So close. Ah, and then I was so close to finishing a lap finally. We go through the town. And then onto the main straight. And that's pretty much it. That's the lap. Ugh. Oh, okay, a little shortcut. Ah, well. Okay. Oh yeah, so powerful. Can go more than 45 degrees up. Okay, let's go through the town now. Stop, stop, stop. Yes. And that's it. So, almost the whole lap. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite part. Ah! Now imagine it with trees and everything around. Okay, and then, but of course, in the other direction it's even faster because it's downhill. Whoops. Okay, anyway. Let's see, The sound is annoying of the gravel. Okay, anyway. Yeah, should probably remove the gravel. Let's see, what do people say? Looking great already. Do you have a spline? Just export it. Yeah. Just add checkpoint gates and teleport to the latest one. Yeah, I mean, I am definitely going to have checkpoints as like colliders or something. In-car looks good though. Really nice motion to the camera from the suspension. Next feature, record replay. Yes! This is one of the things I'm not going to implement for the first version. I'm going to implement later because I know that it took me considerable time to implement that in Infinland. Actually, it wasn't that hard. I just had to, but the thing is that I had to refactor everything because so that I can like support recording every parameter of the car. Because you need to have the RPM, you need to know the gear, you need to know a lot of, you need to record a lot of things from the car basically. So it's gonna take some refactoring. And then of course you need to dynamically fill some, some arrays, which doesn't sound very memory efficient, right? You're gonna have to fill. You're basically recording a replay is basically intentionally memory leaking. That's it. Replays are an intentional memory leak. Because you're basically just adding data to an array every frame. And photo mode, yes, photo modes. One day. I love the way you've used ImGUI for the speedo and revs at the bottom. Yeah, I mean that was just a quick. I really want to make better graphics, but also not gonna happen. Oh, you can actually change it. I totally forgot. Yeah, well that doesn't change the speed or the RPM. It's just an output and the gear. Oh, you can actually change the gear. Oh, I didn't know that. Why did I even put it so that you can... Okay, well, interesting. I totally forgot that I actually implemented that. Anyway, yeah, the sound is really annoying. Let me just kind of lower it. I thought one of those was turning. Was wondering if it supports analog steering. Yeah, right now the steering is digital, but I am smoothing it out. So, the input is actually smooth. But it is actually, I mean, I would need to, if I was thinking about adding gamepad support, but then I have to also refactor that the steering, which I actually really like now. The way that it's, it's kind of semi-realistic. It's very direct, and that's what I like about it. And these new rally cars are very direct. Like when you see them steer, they steer left, the car turns left. There's very little, like, the car slides sideways, but when you want it to turn left, it just turns left, like it rotates. So that's kind of how my car also behaves. Really enable the physics model. Looks so good during the long sections at speed. Yeah, it's at high speed it looks good, but it doesn't look good at low speed because it's just like influencing the car rotation is direct, but at high speed it looks good. Of course, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna add some fade in for the at zero velocity you shouldn't be able to turn. Anyway, motion of the car is perfect. I play everything with my NAGCon via USB adapter. What is a NAGCon? I have to go. Nice stream, Nautica. Keep the good work. And if you need to discuss technicalities, I'm always around on Twitter as Tamat. Nice. Looks very smooth and direct for sure. Okay, so Well, that's about it when it comes to the showing off and talking about it. So yeah, you kind of know now that what I want to do. I want to fix some of those issues, make some assets, and then publish it as soon as possible. So you're not simulating friction per wheel. Is that the car rotates on the spot? So it's literally like the whole car is one wheel. That's how it works. Yeah. So the reason why I'm doing this is because it's very easy to tweak. If I want to change the rotate, if I don't have to think about understeer and oversteer. But I just think about, okay, how do I influence the rate of the turn rate, right? So it's very easy to tweak. If we want to edit, I mean, I'm definitely going to tweak that. At speed, it looks great, but when you're slow, you need to have some sort of yeah, it needs to be better, definitely. Uh, So yes, the car rotates on the spot just because I'm directly influencing the angle, the turn rate, as I say. So the rotation doesn't actually come from the wheels. It does come. The rotation comes from the physics as well. I mean, if you hit a tree, it will, your car will rotate. So it does also come from the rotation rate also depends on the inertia tensor of the rigid body. But I'm just adding the velocity. I'm just kind of adding the torque to the rigid body. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, when I was working on Infinland, I was down the rabbit hole of like very realistic simulation with each wheel and tire physics and everything, and then it was very easy. It was very hard to tweak in the end because unless you have really good data, you can't really you know you, if you don't have very good data, then you're just gonna spend a year tweaking, and when you have so many parameters to tweak, then that's complexity, and it's basically like system complexity. And then if you influence the rotation directly, like I do right now, it's super easy to tweak, and you know how the car is going to react. So it's uh, and yeah, of course, I'm not trying to make this a simulation. This is a little arcadey game. But I still but the thing is that if you watch onboard videos of modern rally cars, uh, they're so direct. It almost looks like when they turn the steering wheel, that they directly influence the rotation of the car. They're so good. Like the suspension is so good, and the tires are so good nowadays that they're so directly influencing the rotation of the car. It's crazy. So yeah, it makes sense for the modern cars. For the older cars, you can always add a little bit more lag and everything. So yeah, they do have insane grip. I mean, same thing for like Formula One cars. I mean, they're so Formula One cars now today's are basically like trains. The grip is insane. It's only like in extremes that they can slip, and yeah. But yeah, even rally cars are incredible nowadays. Um, so yeah, what do I do now? I don't know. I can try to make some. Yeah, I actually wanted to work on the art today a bit. So maybe for the last half hour of the stream. Uh, so yeah, the next thing that I want to do is I should start. Oh yeah, of course I have the thing. I have the thing which is no, not this. What's the name of it again? An engine. Oops. And there's a pure ref somewhere. Oh my god, so much junk. Monty, pure ref. This is, oh yeah. I just found this. If anybody on the stream is here from back when I streamed in February, you can probably remember this. This is where, oh, this is the last one I did. So yeah, on one of the streams, which is forever lost because I forgot to save it, I did a live designing of the track, and this is what I did. And the final track that you see in the game is basically this. So this is the little town Chamoisville, or Tourist Trapville. Oh yeah, I totally had the Tourist Trap mill as well. I should add a mill. Yeah, and as you, oh yeah, I had this little like 90-degree thing which I didn't end up doing in the end, but I do have this one, which is the little path through the village. Oh yeah, I moved the town over here, and then the bridge goes directly from the town and then does a few hairpins. I think I actually added more hairpins in the real thing, and there is tunnels and a little hill. And then this little angle, like 90-degree hard. Yeah, I actually tightened this, so it's not this fast. This is actually the most challenging corner, I think. Yeah, I mean, hard to get right, but you can get it right. And then this one goes over the bridge, and then yeah, this is what I did. Like I made this S curve. But I think I should actually make it straight, go through the tunnel. And then initially I wanted to have just the road going very smoothly around the mountain. But then I thought, why not make it a super fast section? And this is where you've seen me go basically from this hairpin over here, very, very fast, all the way to the horseshoe. And yeah, I totally forgot that I added these like biomes. Like this is a foresty part. This is like a snowy part. Countach. From Italy. Yeah, I said that this is Italy and this is France. Anyway, yeah, and the river. Highest point. Oh yeah, and then somebody said it looks like a crocodile, and this is an eye of a crocodile with the teeth, and then I put a little hat. So yeah, not sure what you were trying to draw above Monty. Oh yeah, this I don't know. Was it some kind of a ravine? Oh, I think I was just trying to show the like the hairpin over the bridge. I don't know. I don't really have this hairpin over the bridge anywhere in the map. I don't know. And it's definitely suggestive. So, yes. Oh, this is a nice texture that I'm using. And some roads and some snow from textures.com. But yeah, this is actually the pure ref that I used. Can you actually full screen it? Maximize, Control F. Oh, nice. You can toggle it. Yeah. So this is all the references I used. Oh, this is the first map. I totally forgot. So yeah, my first idea was to have a little river, and yeah, the river, and then the road goes hairpins on the left and the right. So yeah, this was the first idea was even started like that, but I decided to use the the fast flowing tracks on the other side, and then tight hairpins on the well, I don't know, on the left bank. I guess this is the left bank and this is the right bank. But yeah, these are all the references. So this is what I hope it's gonna look like in the end with this graphics. No, I'm joking. It's not gonna have these graphics. It's still gonna have very simple, 90s, early 2000s graphics, but I really like the colors here. And yeah, this one is. I really wanted the top, kind of the top mounting parts, which I don't have here. But yeah, the one that I said at the challenging corner to look like this. And then the nice rocky tunnels. Oh yeah, and also the overhangs. I totally forgot about this. And look at this, it's amazing. And I love these winding roads where you can totally cut through. Like you can see that there's actually like a racing line goes through here, so you can just cut if you want to risk on the curbs. And yeah, and this bridge next to a town is basically exactly what I imagined. I mean, I saw this photo first, and I said, "Oh, I need to have this bridge in my game." Oh, and that's a nice crossing in the middle of the bridge. Just noticed it. So yeah, something like this. And look at the color of this. It's like chocolate pudding or something. It's like caramel pudding. Weird, really weird watercolor. Uh, yeah, and then you have these grayish, snowy sections, and oh my god, would be nice to have all this. But then I have to blend between all these textures, and probably need to make a new shader for that. I'm gonna, yeah, try to think about it and in Blender or something. And then you have these nice hairpins with a nice solid wall around it, and yeah, nice. Oh, nice sign. Yeah, I added signs. I need to have some signs. And this really beautiful bridges in France and a mill. There it is. So, and the chamois, which I'm definitely going to have a sprite of somewhere as an Easter egg. Yeah, and then the snowy parts, which I really want to make it on the ends of the where that horseshoe that I fell off from so many times. I want to add these snowy parts. So yeah, one part should be snowy, one part should be rocky. Some variety. I hope I'm gonna be able to. Yeah, the problem is not just implementing it, just making it look good. That's the main problem. Okay, so when it comes to making is everything in Control F? No, Control F? Yes, Control F. When it comes to making it in Blender, the first thing I need to do is connect the, what is going on? Okay, it's working. Connect the terrain to the road. So I really like the roads right now. Except that, of course, the whole road here has these super steep sides, which I don't want. So basically now the next thing is to cut the little pieces and then connect, basically do this, for each segment. Connect this to this so that there's no gaps in between. And then add some smoother slopes as well. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna work directly on this crude mesh. I think so. So anything, yeah, the only thing I don't like is actually this part, because it kind of doesn't make sense. You can go directly into the tunnel, the annoying tunnel, and there's a turn. Why would there be a turn in a tunnel? Yeah, this is not very logical. And yeah, I'm imagining there is some kind of a stream through this gap. It's like an armpit. And then this little thing is gonna be a little bridge, like a little arc, like just exactly like this. Where is it? 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 Not this. Oh, this, like this. Oh, but except one arc. Yeah, kind of like, no, where is it? Where the hell is it? I just had it here. Oh, like this one. Yeah, just one arc. Here, to let the water pass through and get into the river. And here as well, there should be an arc. Okay. So yeah, this horseshoe is gonna be like pretty mild. And this horseshoe is what I'm imagining to be like this. So snowy with a nice forest around it. Or should this forest be on this other side? Here. But this is next to the river, so... Yeah, I think there should be a road going from here. Like a major road. Anyway. So, let me try to fix this turn first. Really want to fix this turn. And yeah, the cool thing about the whole thing is that I can very easily export this and import it into the game. So this was one of the most important things I wanted to do. And I'm glad it works. So it's very easy to actually... So let's see. I fix this. I say, okay, actually I want to make it straight. And not only straight, but... Oops, what is going on? Not only straight. What if I make it S into the other side? More interesting. But I want to fix this kink right in front of the tunnel. It annoys me. So actually I'm going to give the player a bigger chance of succeeding by having this little kink. Maybe. I don't know. So yeah, let's do something like this so that the tunnel is a bit straighter. Okay, so let's say I like this better. And now what I can do is I can just select everything. I'm gonna save this. And I'm gonna say, whoops, I forgot to actually, yeah, I fucked up, but okay. Because I'm using the new version of Blender, I should not have done this. Let me make a copy actually of the track, just in case. Where is it? Track. Oh, was I actually saving it over there in the project directly? Looks like I did. Okay. Okay, so it's actually on Git, I think. Or maybe it's not. I'm gonna make a copy of it anyway, just in case. Not that. engine dev, drive, resources, models, Monty Road GLTF. There it is. Okay, let's. Oh, well, the name is Monty Road. Okay. It's not here. Okay, let's. So this is a copy. February. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to then export directly to the CPP. Sorry about all this because I don't have it in recent, since I haven't done it for a long time. Okay, resources, models, Monty Road. We just do this, but oh damn, yes. Actually, oh, there it is. Okay, I do actually have a nice. The preset has been automatically imported into the new Blender. That's very nice. Okay, so I can just use the preset, selected objects, Monty Road, and let's hope it works. Export. Are you sure? I am sure. Okay, and now let's start the engine. Okay, it loaded correctly. Let's see if this is the new... Is this the new track? With a fixed road? It is! Is it? Wait, let me go there. Oh, I can't see where the... There we go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is corrected. Nice. Okay. Oh, and I have the OpenGL problem again. But you can see the kink. There's a new kink. There's a new kink in town. And the tunnel is still kind of curvy, but I think it's okay. Oh. Okay. So that's nice. As you can see, I can just re-upload the whole track and it just works. Cool. Yes, so that makes it very easy to iterate. But at this point, I'm going to have to basically bake this track because that's it. I need to match the terrain to the road, so it's it's going to be destructive. I won't be able to edit it again. So yeah, I am gonna do it anyway at some point. So let's just do it now. Okay, I'm gonna make a copy of this mesh. No, actually, should I change the track? Yeah, let's bake this. So I'm gonna make a copy, which I'm not gonna export. And I am actually going to apply the modifiers. So now what I have is I need to conform the terrain. What I can do now is I can delete all the side points, like from here. I don't need this. No, I might need them here. Okay. So yeah, basically I need to go through all the track and delete the points that I don't need. In case of this, let's start from the most problematic one, which is this. I'm gonna delete these. These are all going to slope nicely, so none of these. And so now, when I have this terrain, the mountain, let's make a copy just in case again. I basically need to cut these, or thing is that I can actually extend this one. Let's try this. Just let's see if this is gonna be easier. If I extend this, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of manual work, but I don't have time to implement. I just want to finish this track, and maybe for the future one I'm gonna use some procedural techniques. So for this one, I'm just gonna have, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way with sweat and tears. Let's try to merge these. No, how do you merge? Control M? No. Control M? No. Alt M? No. Merge. M. Oh, it's just M. Okay, by distance. So if I do something like this, yep, okay, nice. I can simplify them. That's actually cool. So I can use this technique on the whole map. And then I'm going to combine this thing to this. Except the UV is fucked up, but I'm gonna reproject the textures anyway. The ground texture reminds me of Flight Unlimited. Good memories. Yeah, I mean, I said it reminds me of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2004. You just had this big texture that tiles over everything. That seems like a Nick mindless job to watch Star Trek TNG 2. A Nick mindless job. Okay. I don't know. Rewatching TNG again. Not bad. A man of culture, I see. Oh yeah, so one of the cooler things is. Oh wait, can I actually cut through it? Not really. This is a bit of a problem, but I'm gonna cut through manually. Anyway, let me see if this is gonna work. I'm just gonna make a little test here. There's going to be no thing in the tunnel. But also after the tunnel, right? Because I don't have any slopes here. I didn't actually need to do any of that. I could have just bent these upwards. Like this. Yeah, I'm stupid. I could have done that. But anyway. Yeah, basically I'm not gonna have any bridge until here. Yeah. So this is where. What's going on with Blender? Yeah. It's gonna be like this. And then we're gonna have a bridge there. But on this side, I'm gonna raise it all the way up. to be like a rock formation. Except I probably won't do it like this. I'm probably gonna like spam with some rock assets. Which I also need to make. But yeah, kind of like this. Okay. Oh, and I even have a ready texture of this how to call it, the rock wall. And then I'm gonna have to have a tunnel. Yeah. And oh yeah, let's just fill up the gap here. And then test it out. And I think I'm going to end the stream there. Because I don't want to make streams, I feel like, longer than 2.5 hours or something in the future. I could also use the soft selection thing. But yeah, that's actually not going to work. I'm just going to edit it manually. And that's going to get simplified anyway. So something like this. And then we're going to combine this thing. Move this a bit here. Okay, and then for this side, let's also extend it sideways with a little scaling. And that's kind of it. Let's just combine this. Oh. Yeah, actually no, this is gonna go all the way to the bridge itself. So until here. No, until here. Okay. So there we go. Whoops. Yes, now I need to have two different, what is it, 3 meters. Okay, I'm gonna have a 0, 1. No, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. First merge those, and then I'm going to merge them like this. Should I first create, no, there's too many polygons anyway. So let's just do this. Yeah, I can just select all. Nope. Let's just select the first and then the last. Yep, that works. Select the vertices and then merge again. By distance, 3 meters. Maybe I should do 4 meters. Too many weird triangles. 3 meters is fine. Okay. So there we go. Now I have some slopey side polygons that are actually connected to the road, and this should probably be, yeah, so I should have a little bit of a ditch here just for, you know, just to complicate the life of players, but also because then it kind of makes sense why this road looks so weird, which is always something you should think about. Why, like, making sense of why did they build the road like that. So yeah, as you can see, there's like a ditch here now. and you know, I could even extend this part a bit, but I'm gonna do that later. Okay, anyway, we have that. We have connected this, and now let's make the tunnel. The tunnel parts actually go vertical, which ends about here. So that I don't fall off the sides. And I could lower this. Okay, that's kind of fine. Okay, let me now test this. Mountain. Yeah, let me just push this back a bit so that it doesn't clip. So ugly. Okay. Save, export, GLTF. GLTF, Monty Road, export. And now the moment of truth. The moment of truth. Fixing the track to the terrain. I mean, mindless work you don't need your brain for. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh, you mean you can? I could. I listen to podcasts or something, you know. But I don't know. Watching like TNG, I think I need more brain for that. But you know, you say like mindless work. I mean, it would be nice to be able to like procedurally generate all this stuff, but then I'm gonna spend like a month doing that, and you know, this is gonna take me maybe 2 days. So it's a trade-off. Okay. Oh, damn. Damn freezes. Oh, there's no collision. What's wrong? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What? Okay, this is a bug for sure. Wait, how did I... Wait, I can drive on this part. Okay, that's just really strange. So I can drive on this part of the road, but I can't drive on the upper part. Wait. Oh! Right. Right. I think these are like separate meshes. Right. Yes, and I'm only colliding with the roads and not with the texture. So yeah, I should just make it a road. Wait, let's try this. Yeah, I can't remember that. But wait a minute. This is not the Okay, this is oh, I see. This is the stone wall? No, it's tarmac. What the hell? Oh, this is the stone wall. Okay, I see now. So yes, this should all be tarmac. Okay, so I guess... Oh, and this should all be tarmac. Yeah, let's just make everything tarmac. Maybe not everything. Okay, tarmac. So yes, for some reason the other material is not collidable. How do I even do the collisions? I've totally forgotten. So when I load the model, I must be able to find this object, which is called Monty Road. Monty Road. Okay, scene fine, Monty Road. Road collider. Create mesh collider for road go mesh. But why? I need to remember how I'm actually naming the other, the mesh that gets the other material. Maybe it's the same mesh. Wait, I can actually see this in the... I can actually see this in the output problem. GLTF, created roof. Created material, found material, okay. So dirt road, it's not the dirt road. Tarmac, found material, tarmac. Okay, those are materials. Plane 3, plane 4. Created object cube, created object cube. There it is. Created object Monty Road with material tarmac. Created object road Monty Road with material stone wall. That's it. So there's two objects with the same name. That's the problem. Okay. And then, yeah, because once you export to GLTF, I mean, of course, the meshes are split by, the submeshes are split by material. So what I do is I actually load them both at the same, with the same object, and when I do the find, I actually return the first one. Yeah, the first one. I just loop through the whole thing, and then I'm like, okay, well, if it has the same name, that's it. So yeah, if it is the second material, I need to be able to find the other one as well. How do you do that? So yes, I'm going to have to add that for submeshes collision. Submeshes collision. All submeshes should have collision. Maybe I'm gonna add something like collider game object or something. But I can also loop through all the meshes. Scene game objects. Wait a minute, game object names is a separate array. Right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, so I need to loop through the names. Right, I need to use a for. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna do that later. Or no, let's do it now. Okay, the only fix that I'm gonna do this time. For scene game objects dot length. No, that's not how you do it. Count size, right? I need to remember what the words are in C++. Scene game object names. If is Monty Road, super inefficient way to do it, then I'm going to do this. Scene game objects I it's going to be this, and then I am going to add a collider for each of these. So go mesh, go transform. I think this is it. And then I don't need to do this, right? And let's move this above. So yeah, for every object named this, add a collider. Let's see if it works. Okay, and after this, I'm gonna end the stream. So up. There must be an issue. What is going on? What is going on? Oh no, again, it was locked. Damn command line. Okay. I accidentally clicked inside a command line, which completely froze everything. Classic problem. Okay, yeah, let's see if this is now collidable. Look, the walls are collidable. Yes, amazing. So basically, all the time in the past, walls were not collidable, and I didn't even notice it. Oh, you can actually climb walls really easily. Come on, yes. Works like shit because Blender is on. But at least I got both of them working. So let's climb up now. Nice way to climb up. You know, I could actually set the start position. I actually have this power, which is then going to override my original one. Wait, how do I do this? I need to remember. Car data. Car data. Car position. Set start position. Set start position. Was that it? Set start position. Yeah, I think it is. And then I save params to file. And now, when I press escape, it resets to this place. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it does work. I can collide with the sides. And there are no gaps anymore. But the thing is that I actually do need like some gravel on the side to be able to slide on. And there's this ditch, which is nice. Goddamn OpenGL bug. Wow. This is very physically accurate. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix that. Anyway, yes. You can drive through the tunnel quotation marks tunnel, and yeah, so now I have to kind of do this whole thing like that, and then I'm going to have to model some rocks to fill up the gaps, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, that's about it for the first stream after a while, and thanks for memory go brr. Memory go brr. Yeah, the memory, it wasn't a memory issue. This thing that I was like that locked. It was just the fact that I clicked accidentally into a goddamn console, which then freezes the game. So yeah, if I repeat it, you see it actually loads relatively quickly. I mean, I'm streaming as well, so it's a bit slow. The freeze makes the driving experience really authentic, like dissociating during drive, or like good old 90s games, playing on the crappy computers. But yeah, actually, let me just like see if I can find anything. OpenGL freeze game stutter. Periodic stutter freeze every 5 seconds. Ah. Custom engine. No, this is some gamer who is playing Overwatch. Yeah, that's not gonna solve my. Yeah, because whenever you Google these graphics problems like stuttering, it's all about gamers complaining how their games don't work as they should, but it's not like a developer help. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the major issues that I have right now, and I don't know how to fix. But it's only because I am running I'm running Blender at the same time. That's the main issue. If I close Blender and I run the game again, it's not gonna. So it's definitely some kind of a GPU problem, whatever. Two things which are on the GPU running on the. Oh, there is a bit of a freeze. And maybe it's because of because of streaming as well. But why would this happen every 10 seconds? This is what doesn't make sense to me. Because like I would expect it to be slow overall. Like every frame should be slower. And not like yeah. So yeah, it's definitely caused by other applications that are intensive on the GPU. Anyway, I think I've done enough, and I'm gonna like offline. I'm gonna continue working on the patching up the sides of the roads because that's not very interesting to watch. But yeah, cool. I kind of gone back into the mindset of making the rally game again and remember how the engine works because it's just a bunch of stuff that I've totally forgotten about. And I don't know when I'm gonna stream again. Tomorrow, definitely not. Maybe Thursday. Oh no, I'm busy Thursday as well. So maybe Friday is the next time. Thanks for being here, and hope you like the stream today and some driving. So hope to get this game out soon. Thanks for watching. And good luck with everything. Thank you. Good luck, you too. Hope to see you again. Bye.